Right then, you might have heard us banging on about this Jitty calendar. I mean, I had other ideas, but no, the bosses said, "Oh no, let's do a Jitty calendar. It'll be really, really popular." You go round and meet people, socially distancing, of course, with me 2 metre pole up Jitties. Have a chat to them, take some pictures, and we'll do a Jitty calendar. And they think they're going to fly out. I mean, why didn't we do like, cul-de-sac? We could have done the best decorated wheelie bin. Heaven's sake. I said to Jono in the office, can you make me a jingle that are going to like make this feature, this calendar, a little bit sexy? Because it's dull.
Jitty, 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 jitty talk. Where are your favourite jitties, please? It's not an alleyway, a Twitch or login all. It's always been a jitty around here.
There you go. Well, it's the absolute must-have. It's free. Well, it would be. Nobody would buy it, so don't expect too much from me. You may be wondering, though, where the idea came from. Well, back in August, the online newspaper Northern Soul published something called Ginnell Watch. That's another name for Jitty. We prefer Jitty round here, and the main image on the article was one in Belper, so we tracked down the man that took the famous photo. His name's David Gladwin, who's originally from Belper, and has even written a book on alleyways. Good morning, David.
Good morning. Despite your slightly lukewarm warm-up about the calendar, you do seem to have oversold me a little bit there. It's a story, not a book. A short story.
It's a short story. Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
I'm managing expectation there.
What do you think about this? Because I tried to start. Nobody's going to go for a Jitty calendar, are they?
I don't know. They can be quite evocative things. If you look at some of the photographs, I mean, unlike cul-de-sacs, which you suggested, or certainly wheelie bins, they are actually going somewhere, aren't they? They have a purpose.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I thought about city centre car parks or dry stone walls.
I mean, dry stone walls, again, they sort of keep things out, don't they? And city centre car parks cost people money. So I still don't think it quite has the romance or excitement of a Jitty, or whatever you wish to call them.
Or we could go with Derbyshire's best 12 West Highland Terriers. You know, something like that.
Well, you could, yeah. But I mean, is there not a place of origin issue there? Or is the West Highlands not going to want to muscle in on that?
You've got an answer for everything. Let's get down to business then.
I've thought it through.
Yeah, it was your photo of the Belper Jitty. Which one was it in Belper? Because I've just been to one, the one from the Butts down to the Deer Park.
Oh, yes. It wasn't that one. It's one that similarly travels down some steps. It's the one between Chesterfield Road and Swinney Lane, just next to the Queen's Head pub.
All right. Now, how can we spruce our Jitty, calendar up a bit? What do you think we need? We need to try and make this appealing.
Well, you've got photographs, haven't you?
Oh, yes. I've been told. Don't you dare come back without a photograph, Twigster.
Right, that's right. I mean, a calendar without photographs it's a diary, isn't it? So if you have photographs, you maybe need a little bit of text, a little line about something about the Jitty in question. Because not only do they have different names, they have different stories wherever you go.
I mean, there's one in Smalley called the Acken. They
there
call it the Acken, you see. Honestly, what do you find fascinating about them? Where did it all stem from?
Well, it stemmed from. I grew up in Ambergate actually, rather than Belper, and so Belper was a place, if you can imagine this, of heady romance to me, because it was where I went to school, and the other kids would introduce me to these places and show me shortcuts through, and so I suppose it's associated with finding new things. I mean, when you're young, you like to find a secret passageway, don't you? You wonder where that secret lane goes.
Oh, I see, and that's where the interest
the whole
started.
romance of the thing has never left me.
All right. Well, how many different names for these? I mean, in Belper they call them channels, don't they?
They do. You will actually start an argument if you go calling them a Jitty or indeed a channel in Belper, because I think they must be on the cusp. I've always known them as Jitties, but there were other lads and girls who would call them channels. And presumably, because people move around the country, people will have brought in their own names as well. So there's going to be a ferment everywhere of what we call them.
Will you be downloading the BBC Radio Derby Jitty calendar?
I rather hope I'm going to be in line for a complimentary copy, which has got to be even better than a free one.
David, watch this space. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you ever so much for coming on and talking to us today.
Thing.
Yes?
I'm assured that they have a link to my short story, which they're going to put up on your social media.
I shall check that for you. I knew you'd get a plug in for your short story. There he goes, David. David Gladwin there with Jitties. Jitty Watch.
BBC Radio Derby.
Or Jitty Calendar.